With these two fighters should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Jake Paul, 185 centimeters tall with a reach of 193 centimeters. And he'll be facing the Big Mac, Enzo Maccarinelli, 86.2 kilos. His height, 193 centimeters. The reach, 189.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Swansea in Wales, here is a cruiserweight world champion, the very popular Enzo Big Mac Maccarinelli.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Nope, that jab not going to score. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Left hook, it's finding its target. Perfect counter lands. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Believe what we're seeing. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That jab doesn't score. Left hook missed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Maccarinelli might go down here. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. What do we expect to see here in round 2? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. swing and a miss with the jab. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpunchers, my favorite kind of fighters. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Maccarinelli got caught. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think it's...
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. Straight right just misses. So much firepower here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Just get your breath back.
Counter jab, basic. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
You can't miss it. Great work.
There's the bell for round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Can't land the jab there. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the court.
Time for the 5th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes.
And down goes Jake Paul. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you continue.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Good job stopping that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Jake Paul. Here we go in the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got level skin. People can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Incredible. Did you see that? Maccarinelli. And down goes the Mac. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four. Give me your blood.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Both men step back for just a moment. scores with the counter. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about maccarinelli in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Okay, now, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Just the same again. Don't change.
Get him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Here comes round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Not good news from Mac. Oh, and the Big Mac is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Jab slightly off target. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about maccarinelli in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that. And there's the bell for round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this... Did you see that? And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two fighters are made for one another. Is he going to punch himself out, though? A lot of effort being exerted here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.